Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I hope you are braving the cold weather out there today and for the next couple of days. Seems like I saw the temperatures are going to be negative 20 with wind chills the next couple of days, so stay safe, bundle up. It is now time for the Michigan Sports Report, and we have to start with the headline of the Lions and the NFL losing in their first round playoff game, the divisional round to the Washington Commanders. They are now 15-3. Kansas City moved on earlier in the day in a relatively easy win versus Houston, and then it was Detroit's turn to win as the number one seed as well versus Washington. But they didn't. Goff's 4 turnovers were too many as Detroit lost 45-31. Gibbs was great, on the other hand, 14 carries for 105 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, plus 6 catches for 70 yards. St. Brown also had 8 catches for 137 yards in a losing effort for Detroit. On to the hardwood. The NBA Pistons are 21-21 now, ninth place in the East. On Monday, they beat the Knicks 124-119. Cunningham had 36 points. On Thursday, they lost to the Pacers 111-100. Jalen Duren had 17 points and 17 rebounds, but Detroit shot 39% and 29% from 3, 9 of 36. On Saturday, they lost to the Suns as well, 125-121. So their hot streak is kind of simmering down. In the NHL, the Red Wings are 21-21-4 now, as on Tuesday they lost to the Sharks 6-3. On Thursday, they beat the 26-17 Panthers 5-2. And then on Saturday and Sunday, they lost to the Lightning 5-1 and the Stars 4-1. So their run has been stopped as well in the NHL. Not a very good week for the professional teams in Detroit. Let's talk about college basketball now. Number 12, Michigan State is 16-2 now, and they continue their winning streak. On Wednesday night, Michigan State beat Penn State 90-85. Penn State, Frankie Fiddler had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 steals off the bench. Akins had 16 points and 6 rebounds. Trey Holloman had 10 points and 6 assists. Penn State shot 53% and was only out-rebounded by MSU by 4 rebounds. But Michigan State did enough to win this game. Then, versus number 19 Illinois on Sunday, Michigan State squeaked by with an 80-78 victory. Trey Holloman had 17 points, and Michigan State had 5 other players with 8 or more points. Next up for the Spartans this week, they have a game at Rutgers on Saturday. It's their only game this week. Number 20, Michigan, is 14-4 now. They lost on Thursday night to Minnesota, 84-81 in overtime. I did a video on that game. You can go check that out, recapping it. Versus Minnesota, it was the same problems that cost them in their first 3 losses. Turnovers, missed free throws, bad decisions all around, ball control. Michigan lost on a half-court three-pointer Hail Mary. Otherwise, it would have been a double overtime game, and Michigan still would have had a shot to win. Michigan had another overtime game this week versus Northwestern on Sunday. Michigan won 80-76. Vlad Golden had 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Danny Wolf was 0 for 7 from the field and only had 4 points. But Roddy Gale, Trey Donaldson, and Amari Burnett each had 10-plus points for the Wolverines. Next up for Michigan, they are at Purdue on Friday. Michigan and Michigan State do not play each other in college basketball until February 21st and March 9th. Unlike hockey, where they met each other this past weekend. In college hockey, in Game 1, Michigan State, number 1 in the nation, versus number 10, Michigan. The first game was at Yost Ice Arena. And in game one, Michigan State struck first early with a goal by Dorwart. I did a video on this game as well. Then Edwards was hurt. He eventually came back in the game as he was called for a penalty. Michigan killed that power play. Minutes later, Michigan State committed a penalty, and they also killed. Halfway through the second period, Michigan drew another power play. Seconds into it, Harkov tied it up for Michigan off a rare Michigan face-off win in that game. Michigan State was out shooting Michigan all throughout the game, but many were wide of the net, but many were saved by Logan Stein, Michigan's goalie. In the third period, Michigan scored the tiebreaker to make it 2-1 with 5 minutes left. Then TJ Hughes got a goal for Michigan, and it got by Augustine, MSU's ace goalie, for a 2-2 tie. It was, let's see here, it was 3-2 after Michigan made the overtime goal. Shifsky got one by Augustine for the win. In game two, that game was in Munn in East Lansing at Michigan State's home ice arena. Fantilli was boarded by Michigan State, but it was not a 5-minute penalty. It was only a 2-minute penalty. Michigan State killed that. Then Michigan State got a power play, and Michigan State scored off the face-off. It was 1-0 Michigan State early. Then Michigan State went up 2-0 when a Michigan player kicked it in to the net for them. And then Michigan State continued to dominate the second game versus Michigan and won with ease. The final score was 4-1 on Saturday. Hughes' goal for Michigan late never mattered. Charlie Stramel for MSU was credited with 2 goals, and Matt Baskell and Shane Vansahi each had a goal as well. So Michigan and Michigan State split that series. Next up for Michigan State is a series versus number 3 Minnesota. And for Michigan, a series at Wisconsin awaits next weekend. Michigan and Michigan State play again February 7th at Munn and February 8th in Detroit, which is the duel in the D. Now, there you go, the Michigan Sports Report, everybody. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Have a great day out there. Thank you.